In today's video, we go ahead and test Minecraft TikTok hacks and see if they actually work. Now, you guys seem to really enjoy this series, so be sure to go ahead and hit that like button down below if you guys want more of these in the future. And also, do not forget to tag me in TikToks that you want me to test out in the future video with my @RealHenwy on TikTok. But without further ado, let's hop into our first TikTok to test out. So I know I tried this TikTok out before, but it basically shows us how to find diamonds from a lapis vein. Now, I'm pretty sure I did it wrong, and I'm going to test it out again. And I'm pretty sure that you need to make sure you don't go over the chunk border. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, and you should find diamonds almost every single time. There you go. He finds diamonds right there, and we're going to test it out for ourselves to see if this actually does work, because I'm pretty sure it does. And there's also a couple other ways to find diamonds. I'm going to show you guys right now. Okay, so for this TikTok, I'm going to go ahead and hop into this brand new world that we showed the seed for in a previous TikTok video. So if you guys want to go ahead and check out what the seed is for this, go ahead and check out the previous TikTok video, because this is a super awesome seed. But anyway, that's not what we're doing right now. Right now, we're going to head into these caves and see if we can find ourselves some lapis lazuli. And here we go. We have lapis right here. So now what we're going to do is hop into creative right now. And he said north 4 blocks. So we need to be facing north right here. And we are also going to go ahead and turn on chunk borders with F3 and G. And we're going to go 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4 right here, either up or down. We should find ourselves some diamonds. So there you go. We have ourselves diamonds just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 diamonds right there. That was our first case. Now let's go ahead and find some more. I want to make sure that this actually does work and we didn't just catch a fluke right there. So now let's go ahead and dig this out, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks from this. Make sure it doesn't go over any chunks. No, we're good. Now dig down and we should find ourselves some diamonds. We did fall into lava, but we did also find ourselves some diamonds. So this definitely works. You just need to be careful when digging straight down, like you should be anytime in Minecraft. But yeah, this one actually works. And another way to find diamonds is pretty simple as well. All right, so first things first is you're gonna want to find yourself a swamp. This is one of the easiest ways to find them. And then you are also gonna want to find a clay patch just like this. And again, do F3 and G to bring up the chunk border so you can see exactly what you're working with here. And then you want to go +2 on the Z-axis, I believe it is. So on the Z-axis, you can see right here, this way would be +2, so it would be on this corner right here. And now all you need to do is dig down and hope that no caves or anything interacts with it. And we should find ourselves, we have some coal, we have some stone. We should have ourselves a couple diamonds as long as nothing interacts with it. There we go. We got ourselves some diamonds on our very first try. But there you go. You have diamonds. All you have to do is go into that corner of the swamp and you will find yourself diamonds almost every time. Now, if this crosses a chunk border, you basically need to... Okay, so this is a good example right here. So if it's like this kind of instance, instead of going south to right here and digging down, because it goes over the chunk border, you're going to have to go all the way back here and dig down on this block right here. And this is where the diamonds should be. So we can dig down all the way here and we should be able to find ourselves some diamonds at the very bottom right here. And there we go, diamonds directly below the bedrock in this case, which is a little bit unfortunate. But if you dig around once you get to the bedrock, you might get lucky. But a lot of the time, sometimes the diamonds get mixed in with the bedrock, so that's why it doesn't work always, but they will always be there eventually. So now that we found out how to find diamonds very easily, let's go ahead and see what our next TikTok hack here is. So this TikTok hack comes from Chris Reku, and he shows us a Minecraft life hack. So he uses powered rails that go into the water, that then go into a soul sand, which makes the bubbles like go bouncy. Bubbles go bouncy? Is that how you even say it? Then you hop in the minecart, and apparently the minecart just is meant to go across the water without any problems. Okay, so apparently you can save rails super easy this way and travel across the water at pretty decent speeds. Let's go ahead and see if this actually works. Okay, so we have our pool of water right here, and what I'm gonna go ahead and do is place down soul sand going across this whole thing right here, which will give us these little bubbles and make it all bouncy. And then we're gonna have our waterlogged rail go into here. So apparently, if I go ahead and hop in this minecart and press W right now, we should be able to glide across this water without any issues. Let's see if this works. And okay, it worked, but I just kind of got stuck halfway. Well, it looks like we get stuck halfway, so this one kind of works. The minecarts do bounce, so that's pretty cool. But if you're trying to cross the water, at least in Java Edition, you're gonna get stuck halfway. So now a lot of you guys tagged me in this next TikTok hack here, and it's from Mex again. I have a feeling it's not gonna work. He's gone to a ruin portal where they have lots of the good loot, and then he runs over to the village, and then with the golden enchanted items that have the really nice enchants on them, he goes ahead and adds a book And apparently with this, you can put the enchant onto the book, but I don't believe it. I'm pretty sure this doesn't actually work, but I want you guys to tag me in it, so we're going to test it anyway. Okay, so we found ourselves a rune portal right here, and we also have a grindstone. So let's go ahead and place that down. And you guys can see we have curse of binding and protection 3 on these golden items. Yeah, he used tools, but gold items, they should have the same effect if this works. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves a book, put the golden items in there, put the book in here, and that's our first mistake. You can't even place the book in a disenchanter. Look at that. You can't even place the book in there. So that's how you know that this is definitely some TikTok magic or he's using a mod. But thank you guys for tagging me in it. So now we actually know it's cap. It doesn't work. It was not fact. In fact, it was cap. Right. Let's get into our next TikTok. Okay. So our next TikTok here comes from Ice and Coffee Official. And he shows us how to make an automatic crop farm, which is super, super useful for, you know, getting all those carrots, getting all those potatoes, getting all the wheat. He holds out an area right here, places water in the middle, places a composter on top of that with a block on top of that, fully torched up. Fills it up with glass, replaces one of the glass walls with hopper walls with 2 hoppers beneath it. Oh my goodness. And then places a trapdoor on top of that, has hoppers going into that, places them in a chest, puts another villager in that one, puts a villager in this one. And apparently now once he's placed all of the carrots down, he will just automatically throw the rest to the other villager, but then the hoppers will catch him, making an automatic farm. So let's go ahead and see if this actually works. All right, so here we go. We're gonna go ahead and place down our farmland to begin with. So he did like a 5 area, kind of like this. And then he filled in the edges here with glass. And then on top of this one right here, he puts a composter. We're gonna have to put more farmland right here. There we go. And then he puts another solid block on top of this bad boy. And then right over here, we're gonna go ahead and place down our 2 hoppers like that. And then place down our minecarts with hoppers right here. You might need to like place the block and then place it down and then remove the block to do that. There we go. But then when you have them both stacked up like that, we can go ahead and place a trapdoor right there. Fill this area in with glass as well. So we have something that looks a little bit like this. Spawn in a villager right here and a villager right here. And then I think we just give this guy a stack of carrots and he should just go to ham. See what he chooses to do. Is he trying to throw them across to the other guy? No, he's not throwing any across, but I don't think he's planting them all just yet. Okay, so it doesn't seem like they're really doing anything right here. I'm not sure if I did this wrong or something. Maybe I need to plant the carrots here and he'll plant them himself. But you guys go ahead and test this out on your world and see if he can actually plant them, because it looks like he is throwing the carrots, which is great, but he's just not picking these bad boys up. I'm not sure if he's maybe just a bad farmer or if I've done something wrong here, but you guys make this and let me know what you think, because it does, the whole picking up part does work. So maybe he's just a bit nervous. Anyway, let's get into our next TikTok. Okay, so this next TikTok I got tagged in quite a bit is an infinite snow life hack where you just place water, you place a chest with a hopper, you break all of this area out. He is on bedrock edition, keep in mind, and then you just break the bottom one, throw some experience, and apparently it just keeps breaking forever. So we're gonna test this out and see if this actually works. Now I am in a desert right here, which means I don't think I can place snow without it melting. Oh no, I can place snow just fine. Okay, we should be able to test it out here then. So to make sure we have the exact same conditions, let's go ahead and place down our grass blocks and then cover them with snow real quick. And then you need a bottle of experience, a shovel, a bucket of water, and then a hopper and a chest, it looks like. Okay, now let's go into survival real quick and see if this can actually work. So we're gonna start off by placing down the chest like he did right here. So chest with a hopper in it right here. Place this down so it's going like this. And then we throw the enchant bottles on top of this and then break it. And no, it doesn't work. Okay. Well, we tested it out. We tested out the video. Apparently, it doesn't work. I'm not sure if this is maybe just a bedrock glitch, but it does not work in Java edition of Minecraft, which we're running right now. So let's get into our next TikTok hack. All right, so our next TikTok hack here is a built-in TikTok hack and how to make a good-looking Minecraft TV. So we place the painting on some glass panes, place some carpets on top of it, make a little bench area here or like a TV stand with some things on it. Okay, you add some iron trapdoors. Oh, and then you put some banners on it to make it look like drawers. Okay. And then what's he doing on the side here? Is this just lighting? And you have a good looking little setup. Okay, let's go ahead and see how good this actually looks. Okay, so we've gone ahead and grabbed everything we need. Let's go ahead and do it on the back of this wall. I think this should look pretty good here. So let's go ahead and add this right here. Let's go ahead and obviously make it symmetrical here. And then we add the painting right here. We need the big painting, which I'm not sure how easy it's gonna get. And there we go. Now we have the big painting. Okay, and then we go ahead and add the carpet along the top. Perfect. And then we go ahead and add this right here. This going along here, and now we're on to the next step. So we're gonna need iron trapdoors with some item frames and then some banners. So let's go ahead and let's do some light gray banners here. So let's go ahead and add that, spin that all the way around, spin that all the way around, add some light gray banners here, some light gray banners there. There we go. We've got some drawers looking cool, and then you have yourselves a pretty good looking TV room. You can even add a button right here, just like he did in the video, to add like a little mouse map. And maybe we add a flower right here as well. And just like that, you have yourselves a really good looking TV to go in any type of living room. Now let's get into our next TikTok hack. Okay, so our next TikTok hack here comes from Magic's MC, and he shows us a really good cobblestone farm that you can make, which is fully automatic as well. So you go ahead and do all this redstone stuff, make it yourself a normal cobblestone generator, and then have some pistons that go across the whole thing like this and run back into that area right there. And then once it gets to the end, it'll just push it along, and it makes you a bunch of cobblestone that you can use at any time, and whenever you break it, it just automatically replaces. So let's go ahead and make this and see how well it really works. Okay, so we're out here in the open space right now, so let's go ahead and start this off with the water source that will come down right here. So we have a water source right there, and then we're gonna have a lava block right here that will cause this to turn into cobblestone. Perfect. And then we just need a piston that goes right here with a repeater running into it, so we have a system like this. And we can go ahead and just light this bad boy up so that we go ahead and have something like this. I think if we add these all to 1 tick. Okay, there we go. But we don't want this right now, so we're just going to turn this off for now, because next up we need to add all of these pistons going across right here. Then we have our pistons like this, and then we're going to have a redstone at the end of it. So basically when a block gets placed here, it will actually light this up, whereas if it's not there, it won't. And then quite simply, we just have redstone repeaters go all the way across the backs here with a redstone current running all the way through here and going just like that. So now if we go ahead and turn this thing, if we go ahead and reset this thing real fast and have this go off like this, with due time, we will have a cobblestone generator that gets pushed out all the way to here. There we go. You can see it go all the way to the end and it pushed the whole thing across. So yeah, if you want a bunch of cobblestone and a pretty efficient farm, then go ahead and make this. It works pretty perfectly. I mean, look at all this cobblestone we got farmed. Now let's get into our next TikTok hack. Okay, so our next TikTok here is coming from, again, Gorilla YT, and he shows us how to make a pretty awesome Axolotl aquarium. So he goes ahead and places down, he decorates this whole thing. So this is another building tutorial. He goes ahead and fills it up, and then you just go ahead and put some lighting to the top and spawn your axolotls in there, and they have a little beautiful home of their own that they can swim around in. And you can even decorate it along the sides here, and it looks pretty perfect. So let's go ahead and build this and see how perfect it really looks. Okay, so it looks like for his build, he went ahead and used some smooth quartz for the walls here. And then for the back of the aquarium, it looks like he actually went ahead and used some clay concrete, which seemed to look pretty awesome. So let's go ahead and do the exact same. And then he went ahead and used some cobbled deep slate for the corners here, which I think looked really awesome. And then grab yourselves any decorations that you want to fill this thing up with. Just like that. And then we're going to go ahead and throw maybe some sea pickles in here, some blue coral, some pink coral, and then maybe a little bit of seagrass here and there. And then once you have this, just go ahead and throw your sea lanterns on top like this. Okay, so we'll get a bucket of axolotl, we'll put one there and another one right there. And there we go. We now have a perfect little aquarium for our axolotls to go ahead and swim in. Check them out. They're just swimming around having a good time. And then obviously you can go ahead and do the whole fancy stuff with the spruce in front if you really want to, which honestly isn't too hard to do. You just go ahead and add your trapdoors going all the way up the top. Again, all the way up the top on this side. You add this going across here, the spruce signs going across, and then on the front part here, you can do something that looks a little bit like this. And it brings the whole look together. Look at that. You have yourselves a beautiful little axolotl aquarium. That honestly looks pretty great to me. Now let's get into our final TikTok hack. Okay, so our final TikTok hack here is an animal abilities hack that you can go ahead and use for your cat. So apparently, if you have a tamed cat and you go ahead and sleep, you have a 70% chance of your cat giving you a gift in the morning. Now these gifts aren't anything crazy, but they can be pretty useful. Now I didn't actually know too much about this, so I'm gonna go ahead and test it out for myself to see if this actually works. Now first things first is you're gonna need to spawn yourself a cat and make sure it likes you. So here, Mr. Pussycat, here we go. Go ahead and get ourselves a bed. They also do like to sit on your chest, which causes them not to be able to be opened. But anyway, here, let's go ahead and test out this hack. So time, set, night. Go ahead and do this. Hop in our bed. Our cat should come along, and there we go. It's laying on top of us. It's giving us little cuddles. And do we get a treat? Nothing. Okay, wait. Game rule. Do daylight cycle true. I think that's what we need. There we go. Oh, look at the little pussycat. And we gotta get a gift now. 70% chance. Hey, we got ourselves a rabbit foot. Oh my, I think that may be one of the rarest ones you can get. But yeah, if you want a way of getting rabbit's foot really easily, then go ahead and use this. And also let's see if these guys, yeah, these guys haven't seemed to be trading anything. So I'm not sure if maybe I built it wrong, but this one doesn't actually seem to work. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy this video and learned something new, then go ahead and leave a like down below. And again, tag me in any future TikToks that you guys want me to test out. It's at Real Henwy on TikTok. And now without further ado, I'll see you guys all again next time. Peace.